on North America, but I take replays from all servers. Doesn't matter what. And our giveaways are for all servers as well. Now, Cthulhu, here's your Z-31 game.
Speaking of giveaways, guys, you might want to enter into that.
Well, I might take it out now. If Kitten thinks it's a good idea, it can't be a good idea.
It's Ping Instant Cthulhu, and Stevie has decided he's had enough of the lap. He's heading to his bed. Oh, there you are. Okay, sorry, I just pinged you. You can ignore the ping, Cthulhu. Do I even play Russian servers? No, I do not, Alex, but I mean, I'll do replays from the servers, absolutely. Because replay analysis, you just send me the file and we'll cover it. I've done Asia a few times. I think I did a Russia server once before. But most of the time it's EU or NA. But any server is good.
Time to wash Dad's oily hands off of me.
Yeah, you can see him licking himself now. He's going to puke that up later. That's great.
He is.
That's great. He's got some knots I need to cut out too. Your Pensacola? Yeah, that's an interesting name indeed.
Kind of interesting that our short-haired cats hack up more hairballs than our long-haired ones do.
Really? That's interesting. Because Stevie is a long hair and Prue is a short hair. And Prue did have some hairballs towards the end, but she was also getting quite old.
I've never really been able to... Well, they also shed more than our long hairs do.
That is true. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you've got a drink of choice. My drink of choice today is Maker's Mark Whiskey. Please feel free to share in chat what your drink of choice is for the day. You have 3 purebred Koratz cats. Wow, Summer. Nice.
We have a Toiger and a Chelsea amongst our brood.
So Z-31, not so much a good destroyer for spotting enemy destroyers. You're up against a Minsk, a Bliska, and a Hatsu. You'll outspot the Minsk, but I'm pretty sure that the Bliska and Hatsu will outspot you.
What's his detection?
6.3.
6.3.
Yeah, outspot everyone but Hatsu.
Yeah.
I just don't think the Z-31 is a good ship.
Minsk and Boytsevita is actually 6.9, Hatsu's 5.8. So he actually is surprisingly good in the spotting role.
Wait, he'll outspot the Bliska? Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
She's what, 6.7?
6.9.
6.9.
Weird,
It's
I thought it was
absurdly
less.
bad for some reason.
25-year-old Dalmore Malt. Oh, nice. Dirty water starting with Guinness.
The changes to the open water self-firing way back in the day affected Bliskovica big time. It can still be effective, but it is significantly more difficult to play now.
Highlander, you're giving me a lot of hope that Stevie will last a long time too. Oh wait, that's a whiskey, not a cat. Never mind. Wow. Okay, that looks... Dude, that looks epic.
I mean, as long as they're healthy. I mean, you clearly take care of him and he's happy, so...
Watch this engagement closely? Okay.
You can use HE. You can use AP here.
So you luck chucked into where you thought the Hatsu would go, and you nailed him. Good. Not surprised. That's kind of standard fare with destroyers. I like it. Oh, absolutely, there's a load off your mind, because now you know where the Blisk, the Viska is, and the Minsk, so now you're free to just go and farm.
Well, the IGN DDs do tend to eat more torpedoes than the other classes. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with their turning radius being larger.
No,
True.
It's actually... the Germans are actually the worst in terms of turning radius.
Skyring, it is very nice to be able to interact with Twitch chat for a change. King of the Sea is off for this weekend for me, so there you go. I do not know about the NA finals yet, or the international finals. I'm really hoping I can cast the internationals. We will just have to see.
I'll accept I'll have to find alternative methods since I'm casting with bow.
Hmm. Is Bo casting it?
The next King of Deceased Uh, Kansas Seas will next be in the internationals, and that will be
Right.
November 6th and 7th.
Right. But do you know the boat is casting it?
Yes.
Interesting, because I haven't heard back yet.
I have a question.
Hmm. What's up?
What is the difference between the Prince Idle Friedrich and the Mackinson? Because they're the same class of ship.
Similar. The big difference is the Mackinson gets the hydro, and I think it also gets torpedoes
Ah.
at tier 6.
And there is a difference in DCPs. And
That's
heal.
true. That's true.
What
Mackinson
about-
better or worse?
Mackinson, side grade technically. Because PEF is more of a standard battleship kind of layout, and then a Mackinson's supposed to be more of a battle cruiser.
Mm-hmm. I don't want you to open up here, but you're doing it anyway. So the reason why I don't like you opening up here is the Mackinson's immediately going to instinctively turn away. New York will probably do the same, which means it's much harder for you to get torpedo hits on your target. So if you're going for torpedo hits, which honestly you should with how healthy these battleships are, I think you're wasting a lot of time opening up here.
Yep.
Wait, the Mackinson's aft turret does 360?
Yes.
Okay, that is kind of a game changer.
So what you should be doing is getting close. You see
Mhm.
that Gupard over there? He can provide spotting for you.
That's right. You can smoke and shoot for free, but with you opening up like this, it's going to make it much more difficult for you to get into range.
And you're forced to start shooting HE, which is considerably less effective.
Zath, no eyeballs. Thanks.
Oh, and trying to farm HE damage off fires off of Mackinson is... it goes one of two ways. Either the guy spams all of his DCP, or he doesn't use any.
Mm-hmm. Open water gunboating is embedded in you because you ground the Tashkent. Well, that's great if you're a Tashkent, but this is a different animal.
I mean, I can see the PEF being an imagined refit of Mackinson. It's just that, the PEF's been out for a couple of years now, and they just did the battle cruiser line, so I was wondering what they did to make them different, make them fit, I guess. Having a 360-degree turret, that's kind of important.
Now, the Mackinson looks like he's on double fires, so you're switched over to the New York. That's fair. I don't know that you needed a smoke here though, because I don't feel like you were getting a lot of damage, taking a lot of damage, to the point where I think you would have been better off waiting until you got closer to smoke.
He's the only one that's in range, so yes, I actually am okay with this smoke.
Hmm.
Now, if he wants to drift, now the positioning is a different problem because, as you said, he's basically telling the battleships go away.
Mm-hmm.
And what's he gonna do?
Right.
I mean, I would be shooting at Cthulhu, but I have this thing about things with tentacles I'd like to kill. So, it's not logical, it's not rational.
Also, his fire chance is pretty. It feels like it's a lot luckier than it usually is.
5 fires after 82 hits, 20% fire chance? I would think so. Aiming for forward fires for Shun. Yes, absolutely.
I'd use AAP.
Well, he doesn't even have the tier by tier fire coefficient really working against him here, so that is kind of odd.
I mean, I don't think he's complaining, so...
No, I mean,
No.
it's significantly harder to set, tier 10s on fire than it is tier 5s.
Yeah, but you have hands to compensate, so it's roughly about the same.
Yep. Alright, well, regardless, you managed to dispatch that ship. The problem is, of course, now you're going to spend a lot of time trying to catch up to that Mackinson, whose name is Too Fast for You. That's kind of fitting, actually, I think, in this game. Yeah, your Fuso and Koenig have come around the corner and they're helping. True. What fashion are they helping, though? Let's take a look at him.
Moral support.
Moral support, I think, would be the correct answer here. I do like, though, I mean, at least they're pushing up. You're ahead by 3 ships, so you can afford to be a little bit more aggressive here, which you're doing. And, you know, you're essentially going after the one ship. Honestly, I think trying to find and kill the Minsk would be a better use of your time if this was a closer battle. But you're up by 3 ships, so what the hell, you might as well. Oh, they're definitely giving the Mackinson something to think about. The Mackinson is focused on you and not, the Mackinson is focused on the Koenig and the Fuso and not on you. 100%.
I mean, not only do you have the ship advantage, I mean, your ships are primarily clustered around your cap, so they have
AP.
no chance of getting in.
A little late on the switch to AP, but that's okay.
Why smoke here? That's your last smoke.
I think he was worried about the Algerie having shots on him. It's probably a panic reaction. Just dodge, he says.
Yeah, Algeria at 11 kilometers, you can dodge that shot.
Yeah, it'd have been a Martel, I would have been more concerned than an Algerie.
At 11 kilometers?
I can
That extra barrel makes a lot of difference.
Just
understand the.
It's easier to dodge, you know, two barrel turrets than it is 3 barrel turrets.
I can understand the
I wouldn't
concept
have
of smoking here. I don't blame Cthulhu. I think of the 3 smokes I've seen him use, I think this is the most useful of the 3, but that's personal.
You still have 13k HP to work with.
Yeah,
And
that's what I was looking at.
Algerie's not going to rush you down. You have you have 1 battleship in a way. He is not going to do it.
I'm curious.
If anything, if he tries to rush you down, then you can AP his broadside. Either you or Koenig's going to AP his broadside. He's not going to like that.
Yep. Alright, so it looks like you do have the debt flag. That's the big thing I was looking at was, you know, is the Algeria going to possibly take you down with that? Now, torpedoes is fine. But Algeria, it looks like he's going to go duck behind the island for cover from the Koenig. So I would just keep going forward now. I would not shoot until he's within your spot range. Hello, Ansel. Because, frankly, you want him closer just so you can AP him better.
My thought process when it comes down to, especially destroyers, the last consumables is always, do I need to use it? Because you've only got the 1 left, so there's no get out of jail free card after that.
Yeah, but against a cruiser, which was what will counter you, I get the decision. AP would have been far better here.
AP might have actually gotten the kill.
Right, exactly.
I know, right, Cthulhu?
Like, there was no reason for you to use torpedoes there. If anything, I would have just widespread and be done with it. But now you took free damage and you're kind of forced away.
The nice thing, though, is that now that the cruiser is dead, there's nothing to prevent you from going and killing the carrier. So congratulations. You just have to... I would move your guns to the left side of your ship and plan for your attack here. Just go straight for the carrier with your guns left. So, like guns that way. Because that will get you, 1, to the Ranger quicker, and 2, I think the Ranger will have less room to maneuver as a result. With you continuing down the line like this, you can see how the Ranger is already starting to turn.
So, a special thing to note about Ranger, if you want easy citadels, aim for where the stacks are.
Right.
That area is literally protected by 16 millimeters of armor. Even destroyers HE can citadel it.
You know,
Right.
Shoei, you're not necessarily right. Remember what ship he's playing. I mean, the new line of German DDs, they're not go have a party at a cap destroyers. They're not. They're support ships more than anything else. So.
And when you have literally half your team guarding the cap there, I think it's okay to be on the G10. Use AP.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, circumstances can dictate many things. I mean, I don't have a problem with his positioning at all.
Like this, like you can easily use AP here. You would get about 7 or 8k worth of
Right.
damage.
Thanks, fellow sheep.
Yeah, but sure, you have to realize if it's, you've got the 1 DD, then they've only got the 1 DD, so. A DD in the middle in a 1 DD game, to me, has always been asking for your team to have less DDs very quickly.
Right. See, now, had you flipped your guns to the left side, I think you would have had more guns on target for longer here. You're still going to get him.
Also-
It's just a question of when.
Also, the German 150 line has improved AP auto bounce angles. It's the same as the US heavy cruisers.
Mm-hmm.
So you should be absolutely wrecking with AP. As you saw, 2 of your penetrations with AP did the same thing as 4 with HE.
Yeah, sure, but, look at the damage that he's got. And look at the fact that the entire, enemy team was able to do absolutely nothing on the side that he went down. So,
Little
I
high with your
think that-
aim.
and I think he did, positioning-wise, pretty much exactly what he should have.
Yeah. The thing is, there's definitely a couple of times he could have played much better. And
Mhm.
that's where I like to point it out.
And that's the whole point of the channel, right? We're not here to point out mistakes. We're here to simply point out, hey, this is something you could consider for next time.
Like, in here, if he used his AP at the right time, I think he would have killed the Ranger a lot faster.
Yeah.
And then for the Algerie, he took, instead of taking 3 salvos, he could have just hit 1 with AP, or just 2.
Now, what's interesting is the enemy carrier chose to drop you out of vengeful spite when he easily could have killed that Koenig. So, congratulations there. You also took his planes away from him. Ah, you're gonna split him. Okay. If you're gonna split him, slow down. Get those torpedoes past you, and then you can maneuver again. There you go. Now he's gonna drop the Koenig with 1 torpedo bomber. He's probably not gonna make it.
So first of all, there was 3 destroyers on each side.
Yeah.
And Cthulhu happened to kill the 1 destroyer on his. So
Mhm.
he had free reign to chase down anything on his side. So
Yep.
that was actually, that was a good play.
We're gonna fast forward because I don't know that you're gonna get into range of him. And this is the only replay stream of this patch cycle because of King of the Sea, so I want to make sure that we cover as many replays as possible.
Yeah, my point about if it was, 1 DD per side is the natural inclination is to be where you can get the most vision. That makes it actually the worst mistake you can make because that's where they expect you to be. So if you're only, if this was not a 1 DD match, but if you are in a 1 DD match, don't be that guy. Don't be where they expect you to be.
Yes, yes, Kreski. Pasta brew related to urn brew.
Or you could still be in the expected place if they can't do anything about it.
Yeah, but that requires your team to function correctly, and that is a requirement that is rarely met.